to this outstanding platform and to this awesome young man. Mr. Stark Hunter is here with us. Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
I am doing fine. I am having a great day on this Friday. I hope you're
Oh,
having a great day.
I am always having a great day. I tell you, I try not to focus on anything negative, and I am grateful that you are here with us this afternoon. And I'm
Thank you.
sure that our audience, our viewers and listeners, is going to be pleased with the information that you have to share with us. Why don't you do me a favor? Now that we've already got you live on the air, why don't you do me a favor and introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Stark Hunter?
Thank you. My real name is Michael Moore, but your listeners may be aware of another writer with that same name. So I wanted to stand out, so I came up with a trademark name called Stark Hunter. I think that's attention getting. Well, I've been told it's attention getting at least. So I chose that to use as my pen name. I'm 69 years old. I'm an old guy. I'm a born again Christian. I accepted Christ when I was 23 years old, and he's been my co-pilot when it comes to writing all these decades. I've written 11 books, and right now I'm living in Chino Hills. I was a teacher for 38 years, an English teacher under Michael Moore, of course. And I do miss it, but I also enjoy writing. I've been writing since I was a teenager. My latest book is called White Sidewalks, and I surely enjoyed writing. It was about my childhood, when I was a younger lad, about 11 years old. So that's what's going on here, and I'm sure I'm honored to be here.
Oh my goodness, we are honored just as well to have you. White Sidewalks is, I tell you, Stark is he is one of our featured authors, and we like to always encourage all of you to stop by GMAP Broadcast Network and take a nice look at our platform. But yet, we want you to go to our featured authors area, our featured authors page. You'll see the cover of the book that I'm currently showing you on the television screen. We want you to click on that cover, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information about the author as well as the publication that he has released. We love it. And can you tell us a little bit, without giving it away, a little bit about White Sidewalks?
Let me tell you this. Last year during Christmas vacation, maybe about Thanksgiving, here in California, the COVID numbers went up. It was pretty bad, the numbers here. And so the governor basically said no more Halloween. Well, at least not this year. No Thanksgiving. You guys are going to need to stay home. And same thing with the holidays. We need to hunker down and not really go out. It was very depressing to get that. I remember it was a dark, dark moment in my mind, at least anyway. So what I decided to do, at least vicariously, would be to leave the present, leave the present country as it is right now. It's dicey, as we all know. So I decided what would be a good time to go back. If I had a time machine, where would I go back to? So I thought about it, and I came up with March of 1963. During that time in America, I, we were we were really united, Pastor. We were. John Kennedy was in the White House, and I just felt that the whole country was behind him. 6 months previous to that time, he was tested by the Soviet Union and the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that. And our president came through for us. He did. He came through. He showed, even though he had a war injury with his back, he showed a tremendous backbone against the Soviets and saved us from World War III. And so 6 months after that, this country reached pretty close to utopia. I mean, we know what utopia is going to be. It's when Christ comes back to set up his millennial kingdom. That's true utopia. But pretty close to, as far as before that, I would say 1963 when Kennedy was the White House. Truly united country at that time. Even some of the staunch Republicans of that time who belonged to the John Birch Society, they even liked Kennedy. So I chose that time to write about. Mavis Street is about 16 miles east of Los Angeles. It's still there. All these post-war houses were built in 1949, and my dad bought a house there when I was a little boy. And on both sides of the street, there are these sidewalks. In fact, there were no sidewalks when he moved in. The concrete company came in late 1957 and put these sidewalks in, and that really united our little microcosm neighborhood here. And that's what I tried to recapture, those simple, innocent times, really, when there was no crime where I was growing up back in the 1960s. It
Wow.
was pretty close to utopian. I sure do miss it. So anyway, the book gives the reader an opportunity, for what it's worth, to go back a little bit in a time machine trip and see what it was kind of like, for at least for my neighbors and for us on Mavis Street, good old Mavis.
Yeah, and I love that. And of course, I'm more than sure that this is going to be an outstanding addition to the people and the viewers that decide to show their love, care, concern, and support, and go out and purchase a copy of the brand new publication. And I encourage them to purchase a copy of all of your publications. And of course, when you do, it's very, very, very important. If you go through Amazon or something like that, we want you to not just show your support and purchase and read, but leave a review. It is so important that you leave a review, letting the authors know, letting Amazon know that you appreciate what this young man did, and of course, let them know how you like the book. Please leave a review. Now, I know there's going to be quite a few people that's going to want to do just that, but what's the process if someone wanted to pick up a copy of your current publication or even all of your publication? What's the process to do so?
Uh, like for most writers, just go to Amazon, Amazon.com, and type in my pen name, Stark Hunter, and that'll take you to one of my books, at least. Anyway, the best bet would be Stark Hunter White Sidewalks, and that'll take you straight to that book. And then my name is there. Just click on my name, and that'll take you to my writer's page, which is at Amazon. I don't have a website because I don't need one really, but I do need a writer's page where all my books are for sale. That's where they can go to see that.
And of course, we always want to let them know that we encourage them to stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network. Don't forget about us down here in the little lower left hand corner of everything. Letting them know that they can always stop by there and click on the book cover in our featured authors area. It will take you to the necessary location to show your support. Now, let's just hypothetically speak and say someone wanted to reach out to you on an individual basis and discuss with you the road or the journey you have taken or they would want to take. What's the process if someone wanted to reach out to you personally?
They can go to Facebook, definitely, and just go to my author's page there. I have it's under Stark Hunter. Just go there and leave a message, and I will get back to you real quick, real quick, with any questions or anything. Stark Hunter at Facebook. That's the place to go.
And of course, if they wanted to touch base with us here, we will be more than happy to connect the dots and let them know how to reach you, what the process would be. Now, let me ask you this: what's next for you? What's next for author Stark Hunter?
Uh, I do have a book planned. It's right over there in the computer. It's going to be called "A Time to Bid the Devil Good Morning." Uh, I know that's an old Irish saying, by the way. My grandfather used to use it quite often when he was a working man. It'll be about my grandparents. It's done. I just need to get it to the publisher to get that out, and it's my probably my best work. I hope it's again it's about his struggles, their struggles, my grandparents during the Great Depression. They went through a lot of tough times, and so I wanted to focus in on that, to see their struggles and how they succeeded. They came from England. They went over to Canada for a while. They had to move because jobs were scarce and it was tough during those times. So they ended up in Southern California. My grandfather was working in the oil fields there, and my grandmother just did the best. She took every dime they earned and saved it up to build their first house. So it's quite a story, and I want to get that out.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to receive that. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. Number one, I want to say thank you for three reasons, and Number one, I want to thank you for being here with us on today, this afternoon, to share the journey that you have began to take. Number two, I want to thank you for accepting the invitation to be a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. And number three, thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Very important. And of course, you do have our phone number. We encourage you to use it. Call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do. Send us some sort of information to keep us posted on what you're doing, what's yet to come, so we can be a part of that. And we want you to know that the answer will always be yes, and you will never have to ask us twice. We'll be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Before I let you go, this is what I want to do. I want to move over and let you have your final words and your closing remarks here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Mr. Stark Hunter, featured author on our platform. I'm going to move over, and the floor is yours.
I want to say again, thank you for this opportunity to talk about my writings. I also want to say that I I have not been alone in this business of writing stories about my past and all that. And I want to credit Jesus Christ. He has been my helper, my savior. He's my all. He is. He is. And I want to thank the Lord for helping me get this new book done. I got it done in 4 weeks, and I go back and I read, where did all this come from? I know the Holy Spirit helped me out. He always helps me out. So I learned to rely on my best friend through this whole process, and I encourage everybody, whatever you're involved in, whatever business you're doing, whatever artistic project you're involved in, give it to the Lord. Hand it over. It's amazing what He can do. It's just amazing what He can do. Prayer, I'm telling you, it's true. Prayer can do a lot of things, a lot of amazing and miraculous things, and that's what I wanted to say to your listeners today, your
Awesome.
watchers.
Awesome. And I couldn't have said it better myself. We thank you so much for those encouraging words. We thank you for answering the call of God. We thank you for disseminating this information and these publications to people, not just locally, but around the world. We will be inviting you back to learn more about some of the other publications that you have. We encourage our viewers and listeners, please show your support, purchase a copy, leave a review, let us know what you think about not just the author, not just the publication, but also the GMAP Broadcast Network. We thank you so much. We look forward from hearing to hearing from you soon. We of course will be posting this conversation on some social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook. You will get the opportunity to hear it in its entirety. And again, I can't stress enough, show your support and do leave a review. We thank you so much, Stark, for being here. We look forward to talking to you soon, and you have a wonderful day, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful Friday evening.
Amen.